Hi, welcome back to Happy Apple Core Homestead. Today I'm going to show you the best way to harvest your seeds. Today we have this giant bin of broccoli seeds that I harvested last year. They are completely bone dry. It's very important that you wait to harvest your seeds until they are completely dry. Now, you don't have to wait, a whole season like I did. I harvested these last year, and then I put them in a cool, dry place and just let them continue to dry out. And I know 100% sure it's a beautiful sunshiny day, it's not raining, and these have been kept dry the whole time, which is super, super important. So don't get too excited. Don't harvest those green. If your pods are still green, don't harvest those. It's okay if they look a little brown, and it's not mold. It's just the way they look when they're, the pods are dead. This is the way they should look, so don't let that concern you. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and harvest these seeds today. I wanted to show you the best way that I've found to do a huge, massive amount. If you just have a couple of pods to do, you can of course just simply roll it in your hand and the seeds will pop out very, very easily. It's not hard to do at all. I'm not sure if you can see those, but there you go. Let me just pop these in my bag. A couple of things that I find helpful in this process is a bucket for my composting, paper bags. You're gonna need, it doesn't matter what size of a paper bag you use. I just happen to have an abundance of these lunch, size bags. So I'm using these, and I do have a pile of them because it's extremely important that you don't let them get a hole in them. Otherwise all your seeds are going to go on your lap, and I don't even want to know like the trouble it would be to pick them all up off the ground. So it's important that you have a bag with no holes in it, and then also a mason jar to collect your seeds. So let's just get started. I'll show you my method, and then we'll go from there. The first thing I'm gonna do is take just one of these top branches here, and I'm gonna pop it upside down into the paper bag and then rub the sack. You don't have to be aggressive, and you don't have to do it for a long time. Just a couple quick swipes and they'll all be empty. If you have pods that go from the bottom to the top, make sure you give it a little swipe all the way up to the top. And when you take it out, they are empty. The other thing you're going to want to do after you do a couple of passes is reach your hand into the sack and take out all of the dry, empty pods and put them into your compost bin. You can do as many of these as you think your bag can handle before you go ahead and dump your seeds into your mason jar and then start over again with a fresh bag. Just make sure you don't let a hole get in here, otherwise you're going to be a sad puppy, you guys. Now, if you have a very long strand like this, go ahead and stick it in your bag. Have your nippers on hand to grab it in the middle and stick that guy down in there too, so we're not losing any seeds in the process. And there we go. Both strands are completely empty of seeds. I'll take out the empty husks, and then we'll get these seeds in a jar. Now we're going to pour these seeds right into our mason jar. Now, it doesn't look like much so far, but this is hundreds and hundreds of seeds, which can plant fields of broccoli if that's what you want to do. You can also sell these seeds and give them to your community so they also too can grow a good harvest of broccoli. This particular one that I grow is an umpqua broccoli. It's open pollinated. It's what you see in the grocery store called baby broccoli. It's delicious, it's tender, you can eat the stalks, you can eat the leaves, and it grows fabulous. It's a very excellent cool weather brassica. I am going to work on getting the rest of these done. It is my goal to get the rest of these finished this evening. As you can probably see, the sun is starting to go down, the wind is blowing. It is a nice, warm, sunshiny day, but this is a lot of work, even as fast as this method is. So let me know what you think about this method. I'm gonna finish these, show you how many seeds I get, and then I'm gonna give you the last tip on how to store these seeds once they're out of their pods. We are all done. Everything that was over here is over here. These are all empty now, and we have basically an entire pint full of seeds. Of course, there are a couple little bits in there, but it's really not a big deal. I recommend that you store your seeds in a mason jar. You can also store them in a paper bag, but whatever you do, make sure it is in a somewhat temperature controlled, cool space. But the most important thing is to keep them dry. Some people use desiccant packs. I don't. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and even though it's relatively humid here, I do keep things in kind of a closet. I don't stick them in the garage or anything. So most important thing is keep your seeds dry. And if you have a massive amount like this, you can do a germination test every year just to see if they're still viable and how they're doing. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!